online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Yes, 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 yes. It is the Zoo After Show.
How the heck?
It is the Zoo After Show. We're here on AFTERBUZZ TV, and we are all batty tonight. If you watch the episode, you know what I'm talking about. That's right. I am James Lott Jr. I'm the lead bat this evening, and I have two people who are ready. They are ready to start talking about zoo tonight. This show is just so stressful. Jesus Christ.
How can anybody take you seriously with that on your head?
I do. I take it seriously. It's a velvet rat. I said rat. Bat.
I am not going to be able to...
Is that an eyebrow or those...
No. Can you tell?
That's a unibrow. Your bat has a unibrow.
It does. I shaved mine in the middle for real. So, I'm not alone, of course. I have two wonderful co-hosts. The girl whose name is pronounced two different ways for most people, and she catches all of the minutia that goes on in the show, Miss Jordana Morfin.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
And then, of course, the guy who's my man crush Monday and Tuesday only every week.
There's a man crush Tuesday?
I'm making it happen now. Cameron Lewis.
Hey, everybody.
So tell everybody where you can find you guys.
You guys can find me at Jordana_Morfin on Twitter and on Instagram.
You can find me at The Only Camshaft on Twitter and Instagram, CameronLewis.com. James Lott Jr., I'm a fan of the bat hat.
Thank you. I'm actually going to take it off now, folks, because I just wanted to start opening with that because this episode was bats.
By the way, if you're listening to the podcast right now, you're really missing out because you
know.
can't see. But we will post a picture of this.
We're going to post pictures of this on all social media on the interwebs.
On the Tweety machine.
That's
Use the
right.
hashtag ABTVZoo.
That's right.
Z.
So cute.
Double O.
He is cute. He's kind of cute. Unlike the ones that are on TV tonight.
I wore a thing with animals on it.
You did. Oh my God, you did. Birds.
It's like birds, but it can be bats attacking.
Yes, bats attacking.
So.
This was
That makes
absolutely
sense.
intentional.
Now I'm going to go up a little bit. Oh, and I'm going down. There we go.
We're on top of it.
We're on top of it. As you guys watch the show all the time, you guys know we're kind of crazy, so that's why you love us. And we do appreciate all the comments and tweets and shares and theories that go on throughout the week, because we hear from you guys all week long, so it's great.
Love it.
We do. We love it.
Bat crazy tonight.
So this one's episode 5, and it's called Blame It on Leo. I just realized it's a play on words also.
How?
Blame It on Rio. That was like some kind of saying show. Blame it on Rio. Blame
That's
it
a
on
thing?
Leo. It's a thing.
I
It
didn't
was.
know that.
So I think I just got that. But the character that they're talking about is named Leo also. But a
Oh.
little something. And we have some new cities, new places this time.
So many.
Alabama, Boston, Rio.
Getting really uncomfortable with the worldwide aspect
Same.
of the things going down. If I see my hometown, like if I see Encino, I'm going to just freak out.
But he went as far as Brentwood, so it's not too far
I'm
off.
going to freak the hell
You
out.
should already be freaking
You know,
out.
last week we
Yeah.
were leaving the show, and I had to walk further to my car than you guys. I'm just saying, I walked past a dog, and he tried to lead me astray. And then I
okay.
saw a bat when I got home.
You didn't see a bat when you got home.
You're right, it was my landlord, but I
But I'm
freaked
bummed.
out. I freaked out.
No, I would tell you, I do look at animals. I've been looking at them a little differently these days.
Me too.
You know, kind of crazy. So we'll dig right in.
Here we go.
Alabama. So Mitch is in a lab. He's testing that wolf's blood again, and he finds that the bacteria in it is used to clean up spills. Kind of gross.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
He breaks in to a school to use this lab.
Wait, that's so funny, right?
And I am so confused because do they not have enough cash to get access to a lab?
I guess
Well,
not.
I was confused. Oh, go
well,
ahead.
it's undercover. They're not trying, right?
Oh, yeah, it's
How
undercover,
are you going to
yeah,
go to a
undercover.
But
lab and
isn't
explain
renting
it?
some kind of lab more undercover
Well, I was
than
kind of
stealing
weird
school?
because they had a bell rang, so they were walking. I mean, they were in class. So why wasn't that lab in class? Was there no period for that?
Yeah.
period?
Yeah, probably not. They're probably on
Yeah.
lunch or something.
Oh, maybe. Okay. Well, we took some minutes to figure out it was a school. Actually, first of all, we didn't even know it was a school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Until they did that. I'm thinking it was a middle school or a high school. And so he finds that out, and then we find out that the bacteria is man-made.
Yep. By
Officially.
Officially. We officially find that bacteria is man-made that's in them. And to go even further, he has some guy at MIT that he knows.
Yeah.
That's going to continue to further test it. And what do we find out?
Leo Butler.
I spill water over here. Jesus Christ. Let me drink some water really quick. We had a little incident before our show.
I'm kind of upset about this fact that we
yes.
found out because I was hoping that this was going to be some kind of natural phenomenon, and
That's
it's not.
yeah, same.
Well, we only had episode 5 out of, 13?
Are you saying that
So-
it's not the Raiden?
It has to be the Raiden. What else would it be?
It has to, right? Well, he's looking mysterious now.
Well, we're going to talk more about this episode because some things came up, and we're going to talk about that. But right now, Raiden Global is doing stuff that's wrong. Obviously,
Yeah,
as we
it
found out throughout this
certainly seems
episode,
like it,
obviously. Yeah. And so the chemist finds out, well, these things we get to learn science stuff too, that when you make something up, there's an identifier that tells you who did it, who created it.
How is that?
I know, so they didn't go into full terms about that. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, Chloe and Jackson are talking. They find this Bible.
Yeah.
That's Evan's Bible, of course,
Yeah.
that has Leo Butler written up and through.
Yeah. Guy's really obsessed with him.
Oh, yes, apparently.
All over the place, written in big red
Big,
Sharpie.
Yeah. I don't know, it was a red Sharpie. What's a red
Yeah.
Sharpie?
I wonder how he knows him.
I don't know.
Remember he said he doesn't know Robert Oz, or he claimed.
I almost wonder.
Maybe he does know, yeah.
I wonder if he knows him or just knows of him.
Right.
Well, he was also a scientist, so
Yes.
maybe he has to know. Yeah, he has to know about him.
And so basically, while he's saying, I'm going to stay behind while you guys go to Rio, I'm going to find Leo Butler. Meanwhile, the guy at MIT that Mitch knew figures out that the signature is from Leo Butler, who worked where?
Raiden Global.
Thank you.
Bam.
All roads lead back to Raiden Global, doesn't
I'm
it?
telling you. This place does not sound good.
It sure doesn't.
Well, when we found out later on
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
pills,
Yes.
they make everything.
Apparently, they make everything. I think they said off from dog. I almost said dog killer. From weed killer to dog food. I guess medicine.
All over the place.
Food,
Pesticides. Yeah.
pesticide. Because the whole thing is that, so Jamie and Jackson stay, but Mitch, Chloe, and Abe go to Rio. Of course, I would not go on a plane ever again. First of
No,
all,
see, here's
screw
the
that
thing. We
noise.
talked about this
Yeah.
last week. I would never travel knowing that animals are going to attack me
Yeah.
no matter what I
Did
do.
you see how Abe was reacting? He was
Yeah.
freaking out. He's like, let's not talk about bats. And what
Yeah.
does Mitch do? Brings up bats.
Yes.
Like,
And we learned 3 things. This is something as folks of the show know and have actually told me how dumb I am when it comes to animal kingdom, and that's very true. I'm just pretty. We learned 3 things about bats. That they are their webs they're wing webbed or web winged.
Web
Say that
winged.
5 times fast. Blind as a bat is a misnomer because of course they can
Yeah.
kind of see in each
Oh,
sonar.
yeah.
But he did say that bats don't fly that high. Like the plane they were flying before was lower. But
Yeah, I
he
hope
said they don't
not.
fly. But he goes, "What to worry about the descent though?" It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
But
it's
they don't
like
fly
way
that
to
high.
just make people freak out for the rest of the flight.
Oh yeah, it's like I never want to land in Rio. But just
Yeah.
hover forever. It was so weird. And then of course we see bats coming.
well, they were
God.
circling
Mm-hmm.
like a little area.
Yeah, it turns out they didn't end up attacking the plane.
No.
Well, that's
but
what we thought.
I
I know,
was
right.
freaked out.
I thought that was
Me
going
too.
to happen. For
Me
sure.
too. Me too. It did.
I like, and in real life, if one bird
Oh, I know.
goes through a plane
Oh,
engine,
I
it's
know.
not a good story.
No.
Imagine
And
a
so
billion.
it's
that's not a
like
good
you
story.
have 12,000 bats hit a plane. That's not going to end well.
That's very true. It's
No
like
more
good.
first class for you, sir.
Well, one more drink, please.
Jeez.
Yeah, so they're flying, but we notice they're flying in a kind of a motion together, they're kind of swarming, but they settle in one spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was interesting.
They were like, yeah, it's true.
It was kind of like
Swarming,
they were like in
yeah.
a swarm, kind of like because they were going alongside the plane. They weren't, like you said, they weren't attacking it.
it kind of reminded me of that movie, The Birds.
Yes,
The way that they
come
kind
in.
of like an homage to that in a weird way.
I can see that. No, I can see
freaky.
That. Yeah, it was creepy. And these bats were figured prominently in this story, in this episode, which I didn't realize was going to happen. So then they land. So they land and meet this chick named Gabriella. And Gabriella is like an agent there, I guess, that knew Chloe and was like, "Good to see you in the field again." It's like, oh.
Yeah, I think that kind of bothered me because it seemed like that was purely just to make Mitch doubt her, and that was
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
we'll never see that, and it was I don't know, kind of circumstantial.
I kind of agree with you on that one.
Well, Mitch did
Yeah.
doubt her.
He
did.
did, but it was like, I don't know. It kind of bothered me they made up that
Yeah.
character just for that reason.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
'Cause she did give us one other cute little tidbit. It was not cute. Little tidbit was that that they wanted that the government wanted to just drop this stuff on the people. That was
yeah.
that was Endrin. Thank you.
Endrin.
Endrin. So you got the name. Endrin. That they said it was like chemo. So it goes in to kill something, but actually everything around it will be killed also.
Yeah, and so it's like you said, it just affects everything.
Isn't that kind of like a
Spouts
government
down.
thought to do? When it doesn't sound like realistic, kind of like we're just going to press pesticides and kill everything, kill the bats.
It is a weird kind of mentality because it's like, hey, we'll take out maybe this small group of people so that nobody else gets affected.
Right.
And it's like, well,
Oh, there's still human
can we
lives.
think of another way real quick?
Yes.
But it's not only they're like if they did do that, they're attacking a big city.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
No?
it's
Rio's huge.
Rio's huge.
Yeah.
It's not like a
Preach it.
little tiny
Yeah.
town that they're trying.
Right. So we're just
go
gonna drop it
for.
on them. Just screw it. It's kind of weird.
Snap.
So again, government stuff, and you don't like governments. Yeah. Oh, did I say that out loud? So anyway, so they're doing that, and so they don't want to do that, of course. So Chloe and them decide to go and try to go to see where the bats are. The bats are still swarming this one area.
Yeah.
So we find out, of course, it's a poor neighborhood.
Yeah, and they were talking about how in the neighborhood they have to jerry-rig electrical wires and transformers and cell towers and all that. And so that kind of stuff apparently was giving off more radio,
Yeah, whatever.
more technology term, and
Yes.
it was
Yeah.
attracting the bats.
Yes, it was because they were all in that. They were really all just in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so, and Abe says it reminds him of this, like in Africa. There's some parts after they do this, and they talk about actually the bats are kind of swarming around it. People start shooting at them. Then all of a sudden they decide to go to it.
Yeah.
Just like in the
That's what I said. That they were trying to take the power
Yes.
out, just the way they did. What was it?
Yeah.
Antarctica.
Yep.
Yeah.
The exact same thing.
I thought of you actually in that scene because again one bat sacrificed itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
So to
is up with that?
so to speak.
Man, it took them a minute too. It wasn't quite as instant as the heater in
You're right.
Antarctica. They were
doesn't
like,
make
let's get this thing out. Let's get it out.
Was it okay? You know how they all flew to the electrical poles or whatever?
Yeah.
How was it that just one died?
Again, like you said,
He's the one.
He's the one who was chosen.
And all of them else,
Everybody else
everyone
was
else
there to
okay.
defend
But
his
one
honor.
just like flew out and just died. But he wasn't dead.
No.
He wasn't.
Oh no, he sure wasn't.
Dude
Okay,
lived.
once
So
again,
they're
yeah.
acting. These bats are acting.
You kind of said that last time.
Because that's what I said when we were in Antarctica.
Yes.
I had a feeling that the other one wasn't. I don't know if it was dead or not.
We don't
but
know. We don't know, 'cause
But
they're all
hey,
gone,
He
yeah.
probably wasn't dead.
He probably wasn't
either.
dead. You said that last time. She's on Jordana's on it because I'm like,
Dramatic.
it was very weird because all of a sudden it made us jump. It was like, oh my god, it's alive.
How about the guys that were shooting at these things?
Yeah,
There's like
what
two
was that?
guys
I know,
that have maybe
storm.
6 bullets,
Right.
and there's 80,000 bats. You're like, here we
I
go.
know.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Run. Get out of there.
It was very strange.
know.
It was very
That was
strange.
interesting.
But I thought it was really interesting, like you said, it just that this one bat kind of was left
Sacrifice.
over. Yeah, sacrificed himself for the greater good of the resistance. I don't know.
Those bats, man, they are,
Batty.
loyal. They're loyal.
They are. I guess they are to the cause. Whatever's driving them.
You loyal little.
You little thing.
This one's still alive.
It's
This
still
one's still alive. Jordana. Look out.
Yeah, I love it. But meanwhile, get some more of that. But meanwhile, they get stopped by some locals. They don't even have names. We don't even know what their names are. Just a band of merry men
Yeah.
who aren't merry. So merry.
They're all tiny.
It's always at the same time. I love it. They were like, I mean, because Abe, first of all, is like gargantuan anyway, but they're all these little guys like, oh, we're gonna shoot you. I mean, like,
Except the leader.
the leader comes out again, no name, comes out
Yeah,
with
he's
goatee
like,
and
hey,
he's like,
so what's going on?
he's all French and an American and African. You know, if we walk into a bar, it'd be really funny. I'm like, okay,
Was I the only one not intimidated by these guys at
no,
all?
not at all, not at all.
Like, they weren't, I mean, he had a gun, which is scary, but
Right.
get a
Right.
few bats in your corner, and these guys would be taken out. Like, seriously.
It wasn't scary at all.
First of all, they step out of a, 2014 Toyota. It's like, okay, way to intimidate me with your new pickup.
Yeah, I
What?
guess they did. Yeah, they did. It was kind of a new pickup, wasn't it? Kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of weird. And then they come out all dressed crazily, of course. You know, like pajamas and shit. So did I say that? Oh my god. And And then they threaten them, and Abe says, "Why don't we give them some money?"
Abe knows.
He knows. He's
Abe's
been
on
around.
top of it,
He's been around. He said to inconveniencing their time.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, you've been around." He's like, "Oh yeah, I've been around." Then he
See,
slips him a little wad of cash.
I support
wad of
I
cash.
support
Big wad of
him
cash.
like 100% because I'm the type of person in that same situation. It's better to get rid of the confrontation than to like further engage it.
I agree. Well, Chloe's like, that gun was
Chloe
pointed.
was ready for a shoot down.
She was.
Yeah, she pulled it out. She was getting. She
was ready.
She was ready. To
And
pull
then
the
Mitch is
trigger.
like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
His look on his face makes me laugh all the time. Like, he just like, any situation is just like, oh, God, really?
In that situation, he was like, I'm gonna die.
I'm going to die. Oh, my God. He's going to pull guns on us. It's so hilarious.
Mitch is a weird dude.
He is kind of weird.
I like him.
I like him too.
Because he's complex.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. So let's go out of Rio for a minute.
Do it.
And we're gonna move around like the show does. We're gonna go to Boston. We got a new location in Boston. And this is interesting too. And so we meet a little girl named Clementine, Clem, who apparently is dying, or I guess it's of something, because they
Yeah.
kind of said
She has. So
she made a joke like, "Oh, the dying girl. If you win the lottery, a dying girl."
okay.
So she kind
it's
of like,
not that she just has seizures.
no,
she's
she's like
actually
she's dying. She must have something else. We don't know what it is yet, but she has something. But you show a dog, a cute dog.
so
Jordana was happy. It's a cute dog,
Henry.
Little Henry.
Little Henry, and they show him, and then it was like, then she has seizures. He starts barking. She has seizures.
Well, when he first started barking, I thought he was gonna attack her.
Me too.
And when we saw her
yeah.
having the seizure, I was like, I didn't
Yeah.
know she was having a seizure at first, and I was like, is he attacking me?
Because they
there?
made it kind of blurry to
Yeah.
kind of give you that
Yeah.
illusion, and it was like, oh no,
he
he's
was
just kind
warning.
he was warning.
Yeah.
They say animals know stuff before it
I
happens.
was so happy that he didn't attack.
You know, for me,
That
as you
would've
guys
been
know, the
so
gore.
bad.
I wanted some gore. Tear off her face.
It's like a
Do it.
9-year-old girl. What are you talking about?
Oh, kids are humans too.
Exactly.
That's, well, that's my point.
You're making my point.
my point is still they can be eaten.
We don't
Yeah.
want Clementine
They
No.
won't come
to
down.
be eaten.
Some
Clementine's
animals eat
such
their
a
young.
sweet
I don't
girl,
know.
too.
I mean, she's very sweet. But no, at first she's talking about like a boy getting with a boy and a dog. I'm like, aren't you like 8 or 9 to be talking about
Yeah.
boys? Like, are they doing that nowadays? Are they getting younger? I don't know. So she has a seizure, and we learn as her mother and her stepdad. Now, we didn't get the mother's name, did we? We got the father's. The stepdad is Justin.
Stepdad seems rad, man.
Yeah, he's cool.
cool.
He's very
I
cool.
want Justin to be my stepdad.
Yeah,
know.
he's really nice.
I love my
He's
dad. Just
Oh,
you know,
I love my stepdad.
I
that's
would
all
just
I'm
love to
saying.
have Justin would be
Yes.
great.
Yes, he was very cool. He looked out for his stepdaughter.
sweet. Well, just thinking about this.
Yes.
Justin compared to Mitch.
Yeah.
I
I
mean-
can see why
Yes.
Mom chose
Right, yeah.
Justin
Oh,
over
yeah.
Mitch.
So we find out,
For
of
sure.
course, towards the end that the father, that his absentee, from since she was 2, is Mitch.
And he doesn't really
Da-da.
talk to her.
No, but they had that
Right?
one phone call
That one
last
phone call,
episode
right.
where he was just like, that was my ex-wife, I think he said, or
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
you said that, right? You did say that.
Yeah.
So, but I told you, I did not see that coming actually at all.
I didn't think. Yeah.
They're going to link that together.
I didn't either.
I really
No.
did. Now that was a great kind of reveal. So, and because the daughter asked, do you think if I get really bad, will he come? She's like, I don't know.
I thought it was gonna be Jackson at first. I don't know
Me
why.
too. Me
Wait,
too.
Jackson, the dad?
Yeah, I thought Jackson was gonna be the
Me
dad.
too.
I have no idea why.
Well, I saw kind of when the picture was outside of frame. They were turning it around. I thought I saw dark hair. At first, I thought Jackson. I don't know.
It's a picture of the dog. What?
When the dog had dark
What?
hair.
That's Henry and Mitch.
But like it's Mitch. Like that's crazy. So apparently there's a sub storyline there going on.
Indeed.
We'll figure that
We're
out.
gonna figure that out. That's gonna come up prominently, obviously. And they have a dog, so I'm kind of scared. But I got the dog. The dog got hit by a car, and of course the medicine is from Riding
I
Global.
thought for sure that the hit by a car thing was fake. I thought the dog was like pulling some kind of con
Ooh.
on everybody.
Oh,
like he
like the
ran
other
out
dogs.
and got
Yeah.
fake injured
Wait, that's
so
kind of
that he could go get some. I don't know.
That's a good point because
I
the
don't
other
think-
dogs went crazy in Romania. Why aren't they
Right.
going crazy everywhere?
Henry's a good dog.
He's a good. Oh,
But
he's
he's
one of the good
about
ones.
to turn bad.
You don't know that.
He has the medicine.
Yeah, he has medicine.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you're right. But maybe he wasn't bad before.
Jordana.
Wait.
You don't know that. Don't talk about Henry that way.
Listen, you're right. But before the medicine, he probably never had anything that was from that company.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay,
So he was still like.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
agree, but
Right.
he's.
I thought you said he was already like in. Before that, when he
No,
got
no,
out.
no, no.
Well, when he got out, you said he was gonna.
He's going to be bad because he has the meds.
Well, now he has them.
That's what I mean. Going to be bad.
That's all I'm talking about.
Jordana, I need to prepare you for the reality
What's gonna happen
of
on
this
Zoo?
dog.
It's
No, it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And that's her prediction, folks. She's that's not gonna happen.
It's not
He was gonna be
gonna
one of the good ones. That's be good animals in this whole like when people go bad, there's always good ones that are fighting against it, right? He could be one of the good dogs.
Maybe. I don't know.
He doesn't have the eye stuff. No, don't say distant people. No. Oh my God, what is it?
Defiant.
Defiant. I said
pupil.
distant. I like
Defiant pupil.
Which that bat had it. He said the bat has a weird thing in his eye.
Yep.
That's such a weird thing. And Evan Hartley has that too.
Yeah, well, he has it too, of course. But he said that he has it. Meanwhile, so that's going on there. So meanwhile, we're in Alabama.
Yeah.
The creepy swampland in Alabama.
Jackson and
Yeah, with Jackson and
Jamie.
and thank you. Oh my God, thank you. And Jamie. All these J names. I should know them.
And Agent Schaefer.
Who shows up?
So why is he showing up so much?
He's just
Is he
wanting
just
to see what they're up to.
Because Gaspard is taking a break. We haven't seen him in 2 episodes.
No, he wants to know because he sees them sniffing around.
You know,
he
I
wants to know.
think that Schaefer is not. Well, he is part of the FBI or whatever.
Okay.
But there's more to him.
Oh, I believe it.
He's like a secret. He's either with the what's it called, Raiden
Global.
Raiden
Global, or he's. I just feel like
I can
there's
see that.
Wow, that's
Another
quite a
prediction.
prediction.
That prediction. I can go with that. Actually, I could. He can't be what he seems. I mean, he seems like what he seems, but it can't be.
It's not.
Right? I can see that.
Yeah.
Show sides to him. So they're in this weird, like they said, he find the Bible Leo Butler, so they're going to find him. They go to this creepy house, of course.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of
What's up with
nowhere.
the scientists in their creepy little sheds.
They're like mad scientists.
Yeah.
Like literally, they're
They
mad
really
scientists.
are.
Yes. And so this creepy house that's like half empty with just like a big cage.
Cages,
Cage and stuff, and door open.
You don't have one of those?
No, not at my second home. No, I don't. I don't have a big cage in there. I'm sorry, I don't really hold animals anymore. I don't at all. Not at all. So no cages in my
Except
house.
for bats.
Except for bats.
Boom.
So but then Leo tries to get away, of course. And he doesn't.
And he gets punched in the face.
That's right. Such men. Men always do that.
Leo is a weird guy.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
is.
little, he has like a very nervous energy to him.
Yes.
I'm not a fan.
Paranoid for sure.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
yeah. And Leo, of course, they put him in a cage, of course, to question him. And basically, Jamie mentioned she's from Folsom, Louisiana. That's because we got an actual city. We're piecing her together.
Yeah.
Something happened how many years ago? Her mom was part of his cancer. Folsom, Louisiana. She says, "Does that mean anything to you?" He says, "Yes."
Because that's where the raid and stuff went
I
down.
think so.
Hardcore. That's where that was. She mentioned a couple episodes back. That's where a bunch of people got cancer.
Well,
Big cancer.
I would be paranoid and crazy if I was pretty much the person who made this.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently he made a mother cell. So the thing is, Leo was afraid to talk about Raiden Global, of course, because they're everywhere.
Everywhere.
He said it's not the bacteria that changed the animal's behavior. That Raiden had a vector, which is a DNA molecule that changes the animals, and the mother cell was something that he created for Raiden Global.
See, that still confuses me
Yeah.
a little bit.
Well, the mother cell is the vector.
I guess it is, right?
Yeah. So they use DNA
So they-
strands from the mother cell to build all of their
Everything.
products.
Yeah, all their products.
Because it's like a
Got it.
rapidly growing
Growing.
DNA
I say it's
strand.
in everything.
But I'm so glad that they stepped through that and explained it because
I was so
Agent
confused.
Schaefer's like, oh,
He's like, well, I was like, sure.
explain it to me like you would a fifth grader. I'm
Which
glad
was
they did
good
that.
because I was so confused. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
he was like, the vector. I was like, what is that?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because they kept saying, say it and speak that we know. They kept saying it over and over again. So the rest of us, they were like saying, for the people out there watching on CBS, say it so that we can understand
Yeah.
layman's
Yeah.
terms.
I love the term mother cell too. I think
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
It is. It's kind of like, because everything begins with mother.
Yeah.
Mother Earth, everything's just, everything begins in Africa. Mother Earth. So it makes sense that making a mother cell. And then when they went to go retrieve it, again, creepily, down this road out of nowhere where he had, I
Yeah,
guess
where
hid
was he
it.
hiding it?
I was like, why did he hide it at the house?
In
I
a
mean,
bush?
That was
Like-
creepy.
Where did he go?
And
I
he just,
wonder
like,
if we're
jumps
gonna
out of
find
the car
out.
And
Yeah.
runs into the woods.
Yes.
And it's dark. And
It's
scary.
dark and kind of foggy.
I
or whatever.
thought for sure he was gonna come back with like a flower and be like, "It's inside of this," not like a test tube. It looked like he got the thing that it was in. Looked like one of those things at a bank that you put your
Yes,
money in.
I used to work at
it up the
I used to work
tube.
at Morgan Stanley, and
So-
we used to have that. Yes.
So maybe there was a bank on the other side of where he got that. I mean, like a bank of mother cells. I'm being serious, totally serious.
Well, he said just one. He said there's only one.
I'm wondering. Well,
You could be lying. I mean, you could be lying, of course, right?
I'm wondering if we're gonna find
is-
out where
there
he was
has to be.
hiding it.
Just one, I think. I mean, it's just one.
The mother cell.
But where? You're right. Where was it? He didn't look dirty or anything. He didn't take that long either. I mean, he just kind of went out there and.
He probably had a third house in the woods.
So
He kept it in.
do they not? They don't use that anymore, or they do?
I don't.
No,
See,
I
I
don't.
got.
Doesn't make
They
sense.
probably just pulled what they needed from
And then
it and
it's
then just
just-
recreated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seemingly, but again, it's science.
In science,
So-
which and I wasn't good at science in high school, so there you go.
Speaking of science, subscribe to the podcast in iTunes. Rate us 5 stars. Tell us how much you love us, scientifically speaking, and we'll get back to you. Back to you, James Lott Jr.
Why, thank you, Cameron Lewis. So I like that. So, but the funny part that me and Jordana kept laughing about was they're in a hotel room,
Oh yeah.
made into a makeshift lab.
Always.
Always. Somehow they find a way to do that. The bat is all spread out. They're like he's doing his stuff to it to figure out what's going on, and jumps to life again, of course. But in hotel rooms, I'm just like,
That'd be a weird day at work for the maid.
oh my god, come in there like, hi, this bat is alive and it's still attached to whatever they pinned it down on.
Yeah, ma'am, can you calm down? We're performing surgery on a bat. But it wasn't dead.
It wasn't dead.
What the hell?
So that thing's accelerating.
They are definitely acting.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, and she caught that last time. You always say that they're acting. You think they're acting.
Do you think they're gonna turn into like,
Into what?
what are the things that turn into bats? Vampires. They're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
pop out.
totally gonna turn to.
I mean, Rating Global.
Yeah.
Vampires.
You never know.
And the thing they also bring up is that I thought was really interesting. Chloe is talking to Jackson with that weird bat.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that,
Yes.
when they're talking,
Yeah.
I felt like, well, obviously she had to call him
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
see what was going on, but you could tell now, That just, how's it going over there?
What's going on?
Yeah.
And you can see they're kind of like forming like
Yes.
a bond
Yes,
now.
because
Oh, yeah.
they're trying to figure this out, but
Yeah.
she's far away and he's far away,
Yeah.
so they had to call.
How was your day?
What you have for lunch?
very much like that.
What you have for lunch?
Well, a love relationship is gonna form out of these two.
I think
Oh,
so
yeah.
too. I think so too.
Totally.
But I'm glad because remember for a while they weren't really showing them together doing anything, so I'm glad they actually
Yeah,
went
they
back
ha-
to them
yeah.
again, even though they were far away. So I'm glad they added that scene.
With
Distance
that,
makes
With
the
the bat,
heart
with the bat,
go
with that
fonder.
bat, with that bat just like hanging there. I'm like, you don't hear it moving. The bat's making
What?
noise
It was making noise. How did she not
Yeah.
hear that?
because you're so in love with talking
Yeah.
to.
I wonder
to
if it
Jackson.
could hear like her phone call. Probably not, right?
Well, sonar
They,
hearing.
they haven't learned English yet, the animals.
Oh no.
God, I hope not.
I don't. With the show, you don't even know.
Right.
I know it's like you have a ridiculous thought, and then all
It
the
happens.
bats
Yeah.
are like taking over
Right.
cell phone towers and Nintendos, and it's like, well, okay.
Well, my
I didn't
thing
think
is,
a bat would play
but
Super
first of
Mario
all,
Brothers.
don't animals from that country know whatever language that is?
What?
What did you say?
Don't. I can't even repeat it. When animals that are in the particular country, don't they know the language kind of?
I don't know.
So you're saying
If they're real, they wouldn't know English.
They
Then.
might understand words, but it's interesting how we're trying to figure
well, you
out
know what?
fake
Let's
animals.
be
Really?
real. Bats don't speak.
Oh yes, sure.
So,
That's exactly.
Are we sure about that? No, okay.
so let's forget about that.
Yes, that's
It's
true.
possible though.
Yes, that is possible. And so they mentioned that also on that phone call before she gets attacked, she mentions that Abe has some dark places. So it's every couple episodes they keep bringing up something.
Yeah.
So something must have happened to his brothers. Maybe some village attack or something.
Yeah,
it has to be
that's what I
something.
think.
Yeah, it has to be
I
something.
I hope we find out.
They keep bringing it up, so I'm hoping it's
Yeah.
not just a pointless like.
We're gonna find out.
I think so. He's a
Yeah.
major character on the
Yeah.
show, actually, right? So think
I
it's
love
really good.
Abe.
I do too. He says the funniest things.
He's like simultaneously your best friend and also this gonna protect you the
Yes, exactly. And he's fun.
Awesome.
He's all about life. He's
Yeah.
fun. So I wonder. So I really hope we do find out what happened to him because that makes me make him like him even more.
Yeah.
Because he came out of it. But then the bat attacks the cell phone. It just attacks it, knocks it out of her hands. It's like on top of it, it's attacking it. So they
I was
just
hoping we get a selfie of the bat out of
like
that.
tink, Tink.
Like he accidentally does it.
Yeah.
I really, but
Chloe goes on her phone.
It's
Oh
like,
my
oh my
god.
God.
like, what the hell?
Pictures.
It knows.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
It used an Instagram filter. It knows.
Yes, and also we learned some stuff that Mitch, of course, explained. I learn things all the time on the show. I just love it. The predator scale,
Oh yeah.
which is like the 5 is the most, of course. The
Yeah.
the heaviest of predators that
Yeah.
do most of predating. Predating. I just make another word up. Predating. They do a lot of predating, and that we humans are only like 2.2 on
Yeah.
the scale.
2.2
With what?
I love that.
with anchovies
Yes, and pigs.
and pigs. I was
Anchovies.
gonna say artichoke, but yeah, anchovies.
I forget that anchovies are alive,
Wow.
obviously, at some point. They're little fishes.
Dang, burn,
Yes.
Jordana.
I know, it's like, ooh.
Artichokes.
Artichokes.
No, that was interesting
And that-
because
yeah.
we cheat natural selection all the time with the stuff he's
That-
talking
as
about
you're
with
saying, yes.
technology. Even eyeglasses are
Yeah.
something
Ooh,
that,
yeah, I
that
guess
makes
so.
us go into that
True.
next level.
That's true. I guess that's true. You're so smart.
Look out.
So
Keep
these
your glasses
bats,
on.
They
Yes.
just want to take us down.
They want to get us.
Well,
wanna
they
get
when they
us.
start pulling together all things, the
Yeah.
bats attack the cell phone tower. They attack the solar panels in Antarctica. Maybe the radio waves on the plane,
Yeah.
the original plane.
Yeah.
So there's some guys, and they bring the question up: do the bats know about our technology?
They definitely
Going back to your
can.
thing of them planning stuff,
They
are
do.
they getting that it's? And see, I read the book, so I can't really say what I think they're doing. So far,
I think they're being controlled by the monkeys.
well, you know, and
Oh,
see, and
we
I'm
haven't
waiting.
Seen any monkeys?
I wait.
yet.
We haven't even seen one ape or anything. I'm like, what's going on? In
Well,
the book, they were.
The
just
monkeys
there.
are. In
Oh, really? They
control.
were in the book quite a bit?
There is. I can say this: there is a monkey, or you can say ape, that's prominent in the book. So
What's his name?
I'm not gonna give that out just yet, because we're only in episode 5, and I'm seeing they're doing some things kind of slightly different, but are inspired by the book. The bats
Yeah.
were in the book, of
Yeah.
course, and so are the wolves and stuff. But this whole technology, I'm saying everybody just pay attention to the technology thing.
It's important.
Definitely important.
Yeah, it's very important. So I mean,
It's going to knock us down a couple levels.
well, you know,
when
there's
it
some
goes
metaphor in
out.
there, isn't there? There's some metaphor
Yeah.
in there, isn't there? Somewhere. I know. It's like this show just drives me on edge when I'm watching it.
I'm scared.
It is scary.
Scared.
So then, and then of course we have Leo and Jamie talking, having a close moment
That was so sad.
was-
Well, I felt bad for
Yeah.
him at that point.
because she really didn't know anything. Because what happened
She
was
didn't know,
beforehand
yeah.
that Agent Schaefer hacked in. Speaking of being illegal, hacks into his computer, which syncs up with his GPS on his phone.
Right.
So they're following him. Jamie, of course, doesn't know anything about that. Of course,
You know what bothered me about that? I would have no idea that somebody was
Right.
on my phone.
Right.
Like I lose signal all the time.
Right.
It freezes, it unfreezes. I literally get text messages from an unknown number with no message.
Yeah.
That happens to people's phones, I guess. And I'm just like, oh, it must be a thing. But
Right.
I'm wondering like how often that happens.
Well, aren't we being monitored anyway?
We are, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
but
crazy.
he caught on.
And he caught it. So he must also have a big hand in
Yeah.
technology.
Well, Raiden Global has its hand in everything.
I'm telling you.
I mean, global. When I hear that word, it reminds me of a big conglomeration.
Everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
everywhere. Technology.
Literally global.
Global. Yes, literally global. I think so. So, but they're talking out of Keo. Yes, he's showing his sail. He wants to
yeah.
sail. And she's like, yeah, I'll sail with you after it's all over with and blah, blah, blah. And they get hit by a car.
Yeah. Who
Wait.
was? Ba-ba.
Da-da!
Evan
Lee Hartley.
How did he know?
Well, first of all,
I
when he-
think maybe he was camping out in that area because he knew where the mother cell
because they
was
were
over there
last in,
somewhere.
what, Mississippi last time?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Biloxi. So that's
Biloxi.
and Alabama's like the next state over or so, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense. He was driving that direction, I guess.
I'm so confused how he knows.
Maybe he was tracking the GPS too. I don't know.
Or he's
Or maybe he's part of it.
or he had wolves follow them.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Remember you were saying that he's probably part of like them, probably the leader. We were saying last time you were like, well, he's probably the
Yeah,
leader.
yeah.
I think he now he has animal instinct.
Yeah.
He just knows.
He just because animals just
Ooh,
know.
that's weird.
It is kind of weird.
Ugh.
Because obviously he showed his face like, oh my god, it's him. And he's like, where's mother cell? As they're upside down, hanging upside down.
He's dead, right?
I couldn't tell.
He wasn't even in the picture.
I'm gonna say so. Yeah, I think
probably
so.
dead.
Well, didn't they flash
Just
him?
knowing how fast they nixed off
Yeah.
Jackson's dad's wife.
Oh, I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
That was still
I
shocking.
I think that he's gone. I think Leo's gone.
He wasn't meant. He did bad. I guess he did bad things. He wasn't meant for the world. I guess to
Yeah.
stay. Bye.
Sailing no
Jamie
more.
is just
She's upside down. She's upside down.
Upside
Her seatbelt
down.
upside down. It's like and he just took it away. He took the mother cell out. He has it now.
Gone.
doesn't even care about Jamie. Leaves her there.
So then, why does he want it? Why would the animals want that mother cell?
Because they can grow faster with it. If they have a human to put it, use it and adapt it and whatever, they can apply it to more animals faster, and they could even add more of it to themselves and evolve and all that, I think.
Or he. Okay, this is what
Okay.
I think.
Whoa,
happening.
is this a prediction right now?
Well, okay, I think that Evan, he did know Leo, and
Yeah.
that they somehow. Okay, I think that Evan worked for Rating Global as well.
Yes.
Or he had a product.
Evan did.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because that's why he went crazy. That remember they were saying how he was totally fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then out of nowhere, he like pretty much just
Yeah.
went insane.
Freaked, yeah.
So he knows about the mother cell.
Well, maybe he's connected to it.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's connected to
Yeah.
it somehow. So that's why he wants it.
He wants
I
it.
don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
do. I do actually.
I think that's a good thought. I don't know
It
what
has
else
to
it would be.
Because I mean, he had Leo's name written all over his Bible.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay. So he was on his way to see Leo too.
Yeah.
They just got there first. He drove. They flew or whatever.
Yeah.
How they got down there.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Yeah, and he was
Knew
on
what
his
his
way.
car looked like,
Yeah,
saw
and he
him,
was on his way down there.
said, let's nail him.
And they got to him first. Maybe he was watching them.
Yeah.
Let them do the dirty
Yeah,
work.
or the wolves or the
yes,
bats or
yes,
whoever, and they had.
yes.
Oh, man. In cahoots.
In cahoots.
There's so many things going on.
Yes.
This is insane.
And that's the whole point about zoo is that the whole nature is falling. It's
It's a
apart.
zoo.
It's a zoo.
Literally a zoo.
It is a zoo. So he had now his mother cell.
Bummer, man.
What do you think he's gonna do with it?
Wouldn't it be weird if all of a sudden he's like, no, I have a cure?
Ooh.
Don't think that's going to happen?
No.
But
Do you
wouldn't that be a
think-
table
Do you
turner?
think Evan is happy?
Ooh, that's
You know,
an interesting
is
question.
Yeah.
Is he happy the way he is, or does he want to, or
Like, does he
wanna
feel
go
freer?
back?
Does he feel freer because
Yeah.
he's now like a lot of villains? I don't want to say he's a villain, but a lot of people they feel powerful, they feel happier because they feel like I can be who I am now.
Or maybe he doesn't, and it's
Yeah,
just
he might
because
hate
he
it.
had, something, a product that it made him become this way,
Yeah.
that he maybe wants to go back to his normal self.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Right. I mean, the thing about the show is that it's all coming together now. They're starting to piece everything together. And they're getting closer to what they think it might be.
Yeah.
And Rating Global is involved somehow.
Yeah.
Schaefer.
I know. I'll give it to you. I mean,
You know-
I
Should
You
we
know
go
why
in?
I
Should we go
think-
into predictions?
Wait, you know
Okay.
what? Really quick, why I think. You know when they were Jackson and Schaefer were looking at the documents.
yes.
At the, I don't remember exactly what.
Which
as
documents was that?
They were looking at all of Leo's
Yes.
papers.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
When they were leaving, he I don't know what exactly happened, but there was something that he did that made you think
Just like a
oh,
look?
you're suspicious, or you're this like he was.
I remember what you were
Because
talking
they're
about.
going through the documents, and that's when they figure out, oh my God, do everything from from weed killer to dog food or whatever.
Right.
They noticed that from the
And
documents.
then right when they're starting to
Yeah.
leave, I don't know what. If
See?
he makes a face. Or
Again,
what he
she
does,
catches it. Again, she probably be
where
surprised.
you're like, wait a
Okay.
second, there's something.
Or
about
he's working,
you.
or you said, or he is the FBI, but he's a bad FBI person working for Rating Global.
Yeah, that's why.
So he's following them around.
How does he hack into things?
I know his head's going to explode.
Yeah, my head's gonna.
But I think it's it. So we do predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV
Predictions. So what do you think, guys?
I think that was one from Jordana right there. Do you have any more predictions?
That's it.
Yeah, even
That's,
even,
I mean, way to just like outdo it. I was gonna say like, oh, Chloe and Jackson
Right,
are
she-
gonna kiss
she-
next episode.
yeah, you did a great
You
one.
just blew it open.
Yes.
My God.
Well, go ahead. What do you think? It was just something else. What
I
do you
think that I think we're gonna see maybe the lions again next episode. It's been a while since we've seen the lions. I think the monkeys have to happen.
They
soon.
have to happen soon. Watch the monkeys.
There's
Hashtag
no
watch the
way
monkeys. They have
that the
to.
monkeys happen soon. And I think we're gonna appear in I don't know, Shamrock, Texas next episode.
Shamrock, Texas.
That's just a random town. But if I get it right, how impressed will you guys be?
I would totally be impressed. I would be like, okay, this is crazy talk.
James Lott Jr.
Well, I'm thinking that Henry is gonna go bad after he has after he has the medicine.
I think.
And I think at some point Mitch is gonna be back with his daughter. He's gonna show up.
Maybe because of Henry.
Yeah.
I think. Let me
Yes.
just touch on the Henry thing. I think Henry will start to go bad, but Mitch will have some sort of casual conversation or go there and see the pills and be like, ah, and knock them off the shelf, like before the dog eats one. I think that's gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna save the day.
Yeah, he's gonna be the hero. The hero he once wasn't.
You know, I think because he's right now he's kind of the anti-hero because he's kind of like sarcastic and he's gonna be.
I'm curious. He didn't say, right, what exactly happened between him and his wife.
No.
I'm curious to what happened because when what's his name? Justin?
Yeah.
Justin,
Justin
stepdad.
was like, maybe we should call him.
Yeah.
And she was like, no.
Oh, she was like,
I was
no.
like, whoa, what could have happened?
I don't know.
So I'm sure we'll find out. I mean, I have a feeling the dog is all together.
Henry and Mitch.
Yeah. So you guys tell us what you think, of course, as you always do.
Yeah.
I know some of you actually this week have told me you read the book too, like I did, and you guys have been great to not really give away too many spoilers. So continue talking about it, telling us what you think. We appreciate it. And that's another episode, another exhausting episode of Zoo, and it's just crazy talk. Next week I won't be here, but I will be here in spirit. I know it's be crazy.
Us two next week.
So next week we are going to have a guest, a bat. A live
he will be here.
He'll be back.
This guy's cousin will be on the show with us. Tune in to find out. Maybe we'll release a bunch of doves in here. I don't know.
Hey, why not?
It's worth a shot.
Tell folks where they can find you.
Jordana.
You guys can find me at Jordana_Morfin.
You can find me at the Only Cam Shaft, Twitter and Instagram. And hey, Jordana and I are doing another after show right after this. Clipped.
Watch it.
See us there.
And I'm on all the interwebs. I'm on Twitter at BlackHopeLA, which is BlackHopela. I am on Facebook at The Super Organizer or James Lott Jr. You can find me on my blog, thesuperorganizeruniverse.com, and my radio show. That's every Friday morning on adrenalineradio.com at 10 a.m. And of course, I'm on like 10 other AfterBuzz shows. So it's kind of crazy. It's crazy talk. But we appreciate you watching us tonight, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.